Howdy, and welcome to another video. Chances are if you found this specific video, that means you have quite an annoying issue on your hands. More than likely it means your Mac is randomly shutting down. Well, today I want to talk about what could be causing this problem. Also, what you could do to try and fix it. First, let's talk about what's causing those random shutdowns. Truthfully, it could be a lot of things, so it's really hard to pinpoint one exact cause for every Mac. But we do know some common triggers. Things like software bugs, malware, outdated Mac OS, or even peripheral devices are all frequently to blame for random shutdowns. But you might be wondering, if you don't know what the root cause is, how can you prevent these shutdowns? That's a great question. And for this issue, troubleshooting has the bonus of also fixing it. That means, if you go through this list that I'm about to walk you through, try each step one at a time, then the one that fixes it will tell us clearly what the problem was. It might feel a little backwards, but I guarantee you won't mind when your Mac is fixed. The first troubleshooting step is to do a proper shutdown. If your Mac is turning off on its own, then it's likely causing an issue with Mac OS. A proper shutdown gives all the software a chance to start fresh again. If you don't know how to do a proper shutdown, just click on the Apple icon and click Shutdown. It's as simple as that. The second step is to check your Mac for any malware. I'm going to use the app CleanMyMac X to help scan. In addition to scanning the malware, CleanMyMac X also has a series of scripts and optimizations you can run on your computer to help it perform better overall. And you can download it for free at the link in the video description below. After you have it downloaded, open CleanMyMac X. Then in the sidebar, click Malware Removal and hit Scan. CleanMyMac will do the rest. Seriously, that's all you need to do. Easy, right? The third step you should do is reset your Mac's SMC. Now, there are a couple of different ways to do this, depending on what type of computer you have. If your Mac doesn't have a removable battery, then you can follow these steps. Turn the computer off, hold down Shift, Control, Option, and the power button for 10 seconds. Then, start your Mac normally. If you do have a Mac with a removable battery, then you'll want to turn your Mac off and make sure it's unplugged. Remove the battery and hold the power button down for 10 seconds. Then, put the battery back in, plug your adapter in, and turn it back on. Finally, if you have a Mac with a T2 security chip, then you'll need to shut down your Mac. Hold the Shift key on the right side of your keyboard and the Control and Option keys on the left side. Hold all of them for 7 seconds, then also hold the power button down for 7 more seconds. Now release the keys for 5 seconds, and then turn your computer back on normally. If you're not sure if you have a Mac with the T2 security chip, hold down Option and click on the Apple icon. Then click System Information. And finally, Controller in the sidebar. The fourth step you can take is to monitor your battery health. This seems simple enough, but the truth is your battery may not be what it used to be. And even though it looks like you have plenty of juice left, the battery might be reporting wrong. To check the condition of your battery, click the Apple icon, About this Mac, System Report, and then select Power in the sidebar. The important number to look at is cycle count. That's how many times your battery goes to 0 and charges back up to 100%. If your cycle count is near or over 1,000, it's time to start thinking about replacing your battery. The fifth and final step you should try is making sure your Mac is up to date. Old or outdated software can cause other apps to error out, and if Mac OS doesn't know how to handle the error, it just shuts off. Checking for updates is simple. Just click the Apple icon, System Preferences, then Software Update. If you have an available update, click Install Now and follow any additional instructions. And that's it. Those are the most common causes for random shutdowns on your Mac. If you try all these steps and your computer keeps shutting down, then there may be a bigger issue going on. You should take your Mac into an Apple store or authorized service center. That's all the time we have for today. Stay up to date with all the latest Mac tips and tricks and subscribe to our channel. You'll get a notification every time we share a new video. And don't forget to check out the video description below for any links or other important details. Catch you in the next video.